So, y'all, I have arrived, okay? This is bugging the snot out of me. Hey guys, y'all. Apparently, I have arrived. Me with my little 3,000 subscribers on my little YouTube channel, and I had a makeup company reach out to me and offer to send me some of their new best-selling products if I would try out and review. So I said, well, yeah, send me anything. I'll try it out. I want to tell everybody about it, tell y'all about my experience. So one of the things, and this is not what this video is about, but I am trying out a new magnetic lash kit. Y'all, okay, I'm not gonna get into that, but that's what I'm wearing right now. And holy smokes, okay? All right, so we'll get to that later, another video. All right, but this one is about Emani. EMANI.com. They sent me the website link. They sent me tons of information about what they offer. And I said, okay, but I have super sensitive skin, so is this gonna work? And they were like, that is what our developer, the person that invented the company, she invented this company because she had super sensitive skin. They are cruelty-free, they're vegan, and so I was like, okay, yeah, let's try it out. So they sent me a couple of their things. This one is a primer. Okay, so let me back up. Let me do this in order of fear, okay? So they sent us a couple of things to try out. They sent a powder that is a Bye Bye Shine is what that's called. It's a pressed translucent powder for shine. So they sent that. I wasn't scared about that. Powder doesn't normally scare me because that's not something I'm super sensitive to. They did send a matte foundation. This one is in the shade Natural Sand. They sent me 4 things. Okay, so then they sent this foundation. It's called Hydra Wear, and it's a 12-hour foundation. It says that it will blur and smooth out your skin, and so I'm like, yeah, sign me up, okay. Reduces fine lines, adds moisture so that your skin looks youthful. And nourished. And so I'm like, well, yeah, count me in for that. But y'all, the thing that I am the most scared about is a primer. They sent this Miracle 7-in-1 primer, and it is the cutest little package. The bottle's great. If I could just sit the bottle in my cabinet and just look at it every day, that would be amazing. I am scared to death of primers. No matter what, when I put them on my face, there is something in them that my skin hates. Oh, and which leads me to the fact that I know y'all are gonna see my fingernails in this conversation. Y'all are gonna see how bad they look. Please don't send me hate mail about how bad my nails are. I am fully aware of that. I know, they're terrible. So sorry, let me apologize for that. Don't look at my hands. I'll try to do everything with just my little knuckles. Okay, so this is the eyes and this is the skin. Just ignore my fingers, okay, please? All right, so what were we talking about? Primers and how much they hate me. Y'all are seeing the end result right here. Probably gonna come back in a couple of days. Let me just do 2 days because normally that's how long it takes for the little monsters to develop under my skin, and we'll see what happened. But here's the thing that I was so scared to try. When I opened the package, pulled out the foundation, pulled out all the powders, was so excited, and then in the bottom of the bag was this. This is the Miracle 7-in-1 primer serum, okay? 7-in-1 primer serum. And I kind of felt my heart sink a little bit because my skin, no matter how great the product is, no matter how much I pay for it, it hates primers. There's just nothing about, I mean, even the ones that say they're silicone free, yada, 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 my skin will find a way to rebel against me for using them. So we're gonna use this today and we're gonna see what happens because today is the day. It's happening today. We're using this. So thank you, Emani. They asked for pictures so that they could match my color, and I think they nailed it. So if you're interested in this video, if you will hit the like button and subscribe and the little notification bell, that would be super great and I would appreciate it so much. I'll check back in and we'll see kind of how it worked out and if my face is okay with it, all right? If y'all are ready, let's jump into actually trying it out and putting it on, okay? I look like an 80s rocker. All right, so we're gonna start out with the Miracle 7-in-1 Primer Serum. And if y'all have watched any of my videos, you know that I do not use primer because I have the world's most sensitive skin, and for some reason, primer just always breaks me out. Now, this one is supposed to be silicone free, right? Yes. Okay, here we go. And I'm nervous because I avoid all primers. It doesn't matter what brand they are, they always break me out. I did read up on everything. The inventor, her name is Michelle, and they said that she had super sensitive skin, and so she's come up with this makeup line because of her sensitive skin. So she and I are already sisters from another mister right here because I have the world's most sensitive skin. Primers seem to be like the face balm for me. Like that is the worst thing that I could put on my skin. But we're gonna start with that. This one is the 7-in-1 Miracle Primer. So this is $38. You get 1.35 ounces. And we're gonna just put like a little dime size amount and gonna smooth it over my skin. So here we go with that. And we're gonna smooth this on. It smells really fresh and clean, but there's not an overpowering fragrance smell. It feels a little tacky, and the smell is really mild, so that's good. Okay. No tingling or burning or anything like that, which is always a good sign, right? When you put something on your face. It's an anti-aging serum, a moisturizer, a corrector, a brightener, a pore refiner, and a skin purifier. So that's pretty cool. It says it's infused with ginseng and firming peptides. Well, I need that, definitely. Everything that they sent me is 100% vegan and it's cruelty-free. So those are two things that I think are super important. They sent me the 12-hour foundation and the Flawless Matte Foundation. And I'm going back and forth. I think what I'm gonna do, just so that I can try both of them out, we're gonna put this one on with a brush because they do sell a brush on the website. And so I'm assuming that's the best way to apply this. So I've got my brush in here. Actually, no, I don't. So the color that they sent me is called Golden Amber. We're gonna see if this is anywhere close to what my shade is. So it says it's supposed to blur fine lines. So y'all, this may be, if this does all that it says it's gonna do, this may be my new go-to. All right, so the price on this one is $34. And it is Hydro Wear liquid foundation. So this is what the bottle looks like. Still that same kind of ombre look, but this one is not pink. This one's brown. So here we go. I'm just gonna put, let's see what color we have. Hey, that's a pretty good color actually. I'm gonna do 3 pumps to start with, and we'll see how this covers. It is a pretty thick foundation, so let's see what happens. Maybe exactly my color, which I don't know how in the world they could have done that because the pictures that I sent them were of my normal skin color, and then I sent them another that I said, but this is my color when I self-tan, and I do that a lot during the summertime, so send me whatever you want to, and I will make my skin match it. So they have done a really good job, I think. I mean, this color is dead on. Okay, so it has a really light scent to it. And it looks very full coverage just off the bat here. And that one is Golden Amber. I would have never picked that color just on the description of my skin tone. Golden Amber. I've never been an amber, and I don't really consider myself golden, but that, I mean, that's perfect. Okay, so I do have some, I hate to say sunspots because freckles that have appeared as I have gotten older. So I'm not gonna call them what they probably are. They're just these little darker spots. They first started out as acne. I had some pimples, probably from using primer, and then they just kind of turned into a little darker patch on my cheek. So I am super self-conscious about that. So I think what I'm gonna do is add a little bit more, one more pump of the foundation, and see if this is buildable. And I'm just gonna kind of put it in here, working in. And y'all, I don't know if this is, it doesn't say anything about this on the description and on the website, but this looks a ton lighter when I first put it on my skin, and then when I start to blend it in, it's almost like it's self-adjusting. It doesn't say anything about that in any of the descriptions, but that's super light. And when I start blending this in, it's just matching me perfectly. So I don't know if there's some kind of magic in this. Because see, now that's the color it needs to be. I think that's pretty good. I like this. It feels lightweight. It doesn't feel heavy. And I've added, what was that total? 4 pumps, because I did 3 to begin with, and I added 1 more just over here, and it did build up. So now I just see that one guy that's always needing some concealer. So we'll hit him in a little bit. The concealer that I have in here today is by Revolution, the Conceal and Define. This is the shade, cannot talk today. This is the shade C1. It is super light. This is for my normal skin when I'm not self-tanning at all, but I have a little bit of self-tan that's kind of hanging on. So I think what I'm gonna do is probably have to mix concealers. I'm just gonna put it in here. It is super light, and I don't wanna look like I've, been in the tanning bed in the 90s when you had those little goggles on and you have those little white rings. So that's not good. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to mix it with C10, which is more of a tan version, and I'm going to try to create the right shade of concealer. Here these people are that have never even met me, never seen me in person, and they can send me the ultimate correct shade to match my skin, and I'm standing there in Ulta trying to figure out what to buy. So I just have to buy 2 to mix them together, because I'm usually a version of pale ghost white, of super tan, and right now I'm somewhere in the middle. So we're just kind of creating this. So I really don't know how, Emani, I don't know how y'all nailed this, but I'm pretty sure you did. Okay, so now I'm just gonna take a blender and just do my concealer like I normally would. I just went on a girls trip to New Orleans over the weekend, and the combination of sun and salt and all the bad foods that we ate, or that I ate, I don't know about the rest of them, I ate bad foods, and normally I do keto, and so I had carb overload, and I don't normally eat carbs, and so when I ate carbs, I got super sick. In the middle of the night, on our last night there, I was so sick, and I woke up the next morning, my face is swollen, I felt horrible, and so I definitely need, I've been back 1 day. I was gonna film this yesterday, but my face was so swollen, I was like, no. We don't need to do that today. And so I'm back, and I'm trying to drink a lot of water and flush out all the New Orleans in my system. Now we are ready for the powder. I think what I'm gonna do is layer a little bit of their foundation just so that I can try all of this out and have it all on my skin and see how it wears. This is the Flawless Matte Foundation. It is a compact, and it's in the shade Natural Sand. And let me tell you the price on that one. Okay, so this one's $34. That's beautiful. I am loving the color of this, and the coverage is great. I mean, all my little spots that I freak out about, they're gone. And I love their website. It's, when you pull it up, Emani.com, it says Karma Free Beauty. And I love that. That's really pretty. I'm liking it. I'm liking it. I'm liking it. I'm just gonna dust a little bit of this over just so I can see if there's a difference in coverage. I'm gonna use a brush, and I'm gonna come over here and try to, oh, hello. Build that up over my little sunspot that I don't like to say that I have. At least they don't call them, I think, what they used to call them. Do y'all know what I'm talking about? I always thought that was disgustingly gross when I would hear that as a little girl. My grandmother, they would call them liver spots, like the dark. That's not what I have. I have a freckle that has happened over time. A freckle that has grown in size over time. That's what mine is. Okay, so that is great. That just covered all the things that I was worried about. So if you like a powder that has more coverage, you could pair this with the foundation. So that is what I have done. And it has just built up just like it is supposed to. And then now I'm gonna put on the Bye Bye Shine. This made for a this made for a nice finish. So now we're gonna try the Bye Bye Shine. It is $34. And it doesn't say that it has a color. So, and it also says that it is going to fade my lines and my wrinkles. So, hello, Emani. I'm gonna go ahead and hit it with this powder and get everything set down, and then I'll come back and add my blush and the rest of my makeup. So let's do that. Get a little bit more. We've used everything they sent, which was the primer, the 12-hour foundation. Then we used the Flawless Matte Foundation just as a powder on top, and then finished off with the setting powder, which is their Bye Bye Shine. I do not know how they picked the right color for my skin, and I think I told you all the colors. Let me just zip over it just to make sure. Golden Amber was the shade that I had for the foundation. Not, by going off the name, not a shade that I would have just picked for myself. I always go with the palest and the lightest, but this is beautiful. This is perfect with my crazy skin tone. So I'm loving that. We used the Miracle Primer that was 7-in-1, and we will see. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna wait a few days before I finish editing this so that I can come back and tell y'all if my skin had a freak out from this or if it is loving it. And so right now I'm loving the way it looks. So we'll see how this wears, and I'll check back in and we'll see what we think about it. So we used the primer, which was the thing that I was most nervous about, and that will remain to be seen. And then the Natural Sand was the shade that I had in their powder foundation, which was the matte version. And then Bye Bye Shine was what we topped it off with to finish it. That is everything on my face, and y'all have already seen the finished look because that's, I'm gonna, you know, when you do a YouTube video, you kind of film it backwards. So we are going, y'all have already seen the finished version. They sent me this. They said it was for somebody with super sensitive skin, and they wanted me to try it out. So I am doing it for y'all so that you will know my real thoughts on this. So we are gonna check back in a few days and see what happens. If I don't break out in the next couple of days, I will certainly let you know, because that would be amazing. It would be a miracle for me if this doesn't break me out. So I'm excited about that. So I'm liking the coverage. I love the coverage, the fact that it built up. I don't feel like there's a mask on my face. It's really lightweight. Not a lot of scent to this, not a lot of smell, which is great because that makes me a little nervous when I'm trying something new. And we'll see how this wears, and we'll see what happens in the next couple of days, the aftermath. So I'll check back in and let y'all know what happens, okay? Good morning. It is super early, and I wanted to check in. This is the third day since I have worn the Emani products, and I've been wearing them for 3 days now. Look at my skin, y'all. I mean, don't look too close because it's, it's before 7 in the morning and all I've done is wash my face, but this is what we're left with. This is my actual skin. This is, you know, the little freckledy spots that we talked about. And I do have some acne scarring here, but there are no new breakouts, which is like world shattering. I just knew that by using this serum, it was just gonna break me out because it always does, and it didn't, y'all. So I love the foundation. The foundation is beautiful. The powder's great. The Bye Bye Shine was great, but this is probably my favorite of all the things that I tried because I've never found a primer that doesn't break me out. So I am a new customer. Oh, who is that? I am a new customer, Emani. This is my favorite of everything that you sent. It is $38 and so worth it in my opinion. So I'm definitely going to be reordering that. And that is my update. This, not this, but the foundation, the Hydra Wear is beautiful. It stayed on all day long. It didn't separate. It didn't run down my face. This stuff was great, and it covered beautifully. I think y'all saw that. So I love it too, but my absolute favorite is this primer, and I just said that, so I'm saying it again. Oh gosh, okay, I just gotta quit talking because I'm annoying myself with this voice. All right, so if y'all have enjoyed this video, if you'll please subscribe and like and hit that notification bell. That's the only way that you'll know when I have a new video out. And if you'll hit the thumbs up, that would be super great too. I'll give you a thumbs up back. And y'all have a good afternoon or a good day since we're up before dawn. And I will see you on the next one. Bye, guys.